In this HeyRamp video, we will look at the performance review templates. They can be found under My Profile, Template Settings, and clicking the Performance Review tab. To understand how the performance reviews work, let's just have a quick look at an existing template. So typically, the way they're set up is that there's a name for the entire template, and throughout the template itself, there's various sections. As example here, one could be goals and performance, and then you have relevant questions underneath that one. So you typically have a section, some questions, and then a new section here, for example, communication and teamwork. This is typically how the performance review questionnaires are set up. Now the questions can either be single questions or it can be multi-entry or multi-answer questions. Let's go to the template and look at what that looks like in reality. So let's click New Template. To start, I'll add a name, a description, and I'll add the first header. I've added a template name, description, and I'll have the first section that starts with performance. Now here, you can go down here and you can either add a question or you can add a new section. So for now, I'll add a question, and actually let's add a couple. So let's add 2 of them. Now for each question, we get to add in both a question for the employee themselves and a question for the manager. So it's important to make sure they're phrased very similarly, but obviously when you're talking about you as an individual, you want to phrase it slightly different for how the manager answers the question. But you want to make sure that the context doesn't change. Next up, we can select if it's a question where you just want a written answer. If it's a single select where you have multiple options, so we can add, let's add 5. In this case, put in outstanding, above expectation, on expectation, below expectations, or very poor performance. Let's just call it very poor. Okay. Now you can also select here if this is a required or if it's an optional question. So we will make this required. For the next one, let's just do a question answer. So asking both the individual and the manager what the employee needs to improve. Now this will be a single answer box where both people can write down an answer. Next, let's add another section. Let's have this section be about the future, and let's talk about the future of the individual's development. Again, we can ask a question. So here, we're simply asking what should be the goal for the next 12 months. Again, we could make this optional, just to test that setting. After you've set up the template the way you want it, you can go ahead and click the Create Template. And your new template will have been created here. If you have any questions to the performance review templates, please let us know.